Just to fit a small disclaimer here at the beginning, I know I'm very late to the punch with this video. I know I'm very late. I don't care, because I'm not in it for the sake of jumping on the bandwagon. I just wanted to make this because I have something to say. I wanted to say it. I wanted to make a video on it. So, it's not to jump on for any popularity reasons or anything like that, because I don't ultimately care if it's a bandwagon topic or not. If it's something I want to make, it's something I want to make. I don't really care if it gets me views or not. It is the way it is. From as early as the 1800s, communism has been a political ideology and phenomenon that has reshaped the way we've viewed the world at the political and social level. Its influence has continued to this day, and in one case it can and will accurately explain the inner workings of a commentator, their authoritarian, absolutist, and scummy behavior, which is exemplified in his character. This is the story of a child who thinks they know better than the rest and preaches the popular opinion. This is the story of a commentator who is willing to abuse his power as a content creator to implement his personal dictatorship. This is the story of Communist Creeper. Oh man. Who are unaware, Communist Creeper is a low-tier topic commentator who has made a majority of 2 to 3 minute videos where he spouts the popular opinion and adds nothing new to the table. I don't say this to be unreasonable. Believe it or not, this is an accurate description of Communist Creeper's content. This is without mentioning the terrible mic quality, though this has been fixed in his more recent videos. Music loud enough to make Creeper almost inaudible.
Patches is a pretty cool guy. He's made some mistakes along the way, but I won't act like he's such a horrible human being. He's a pretty good role model for commentary, and I could really hope that he could find happiness someplace else. He's a pretty chill dude, and I hope he could find happiness wherever he's gonna go.
And the occasional guest speaker that adds nothing to his videos.
Yeah, Diesel is leaving, apparently, and I don't know how to express my feelings, because I've been watching him quite lately. I've been drawing, a lot of pictures, and during drawing I watched his videos a lot, and it was really great. He was great entertainment. The hero is leaving. He's not quitting because he's just gonna upload on his second channel. I don't know, mate, it's just his right. I think he feels that way. Maybe he's overwhelmed by the majority of people subscribe to him. Like, it's million subs, you know that. But mate, who cares? I hope he's doing alright, because health is much important than that. But
so I've heard a lot of things about this, right? A lot of sort of misinformation, sort of like, oh yeah, is the character gonna be good, stuff like that. All I've gotta say, like, more about it is just like, I feel like you can build up a good character with just the backstory, but all I am hoping for is that the character is just not okay. He's gay, and that's it. That's not adding on to a character. And I will be very excited to see what they add on to this new character in Marvel, and I hope it's not another Safe Space and Snowflake, because those were terrible heroes.
Now, I'm not here to critique Creeper's content as a whole, as there are plenty of videos, which I will link in the description, addressing how Creeper goes about content creation. My job today is to address a growing concern regarding Creeper in the future. In this video, we will be discussing Communist Creeper in 3 ways. A trifecta, if you will. His method of content creation, egotism, and denial. All these will explain my stance on Creeper and why I believe he is on his way to self-destruction. Creeper's content creation. If you've clicked on this video, you are most likely already aware of Communist Creeper's content and their quality. You might also be aware of Creeper being a topic commentator, meaning he does nothing but cover the current situations and does the absolute bare minimum in his videos. His content follows a very strict formula, brings up a topic point.
Hey everyone, Creeper here, and today we're talking about Antunes again. Antunes just simply can't get himself out of drama, and this time he brought Butch Herman into it. Of course he did. So he got a commission for Butch. It's $200, and he got a commission for Butch.
And the following minute 30 is him preaching the popular opinion.
Now Butch, I have to say, you should have looked into who's commissioning you. That's just how you should do it as an artist. You should make sure you're commissioning something for someone who's not a bad person, and not a borderline fascist.
Of course the Nazi Stone Toss enjoyed it.
Of course, it turns out that Antunes just personally wrote in the trans flag on a white flag to make Butch look bad, and because he hates trans people and wants them to burn in hell, even though he's gonna go burn in hell. And the worst part is, this was done on Trans Visibility Day, the one day that trans people have, and he decided that he was gonna make fun of them because he just hates people so much. He wants to constantly do it, no matter what. He's a whiny baby, and is a man-child.
Well, what's the context? Did he say it in a song? Did he call someone it? Or did he just say it? Why is it bad when only white people say it?
Well, Jar, actually, no one who's not black should say the word.
If he was Asian, would it be okay? If he was black, I know it certainly would be okay. The only time I remember him saying it was when he said, "Say nigger."
Well, that was bad, but you could at least make the argument, well, he was quoting someone. Well, I personally am of the opinion, just say N-word, don't say the actual word. But you could make that argument, although that is a stupid argument.
But even then, that was to make fun of a white girl. Oh, so your thumbnail maker is either a racist white person or a coon-ass nigger, according to you.
How did you think that was okay? How did you think that was okay? That is a genuine question. That is a genuine gosh dang question. There's no excuse for that, and that's just disgusting.
Yeah, he's just very cringy. And HVHV tricked him into having a conversation with Sam Cedar. Now, Steven Crowder was trying to run away from Sam Cedar for 5 years, so it's really funny to see him all of a sudden have to talk to him. And he left like a little baby. Now, I've heard some people say, well, he wasn't prepared to talk to Sam Cedar. See, this would be completely valid. Except for the part where he has like hundreds of videos debating random college students. Like, are you going to keep that same energy? Oh, wait, you're not because you're hypocritical losers? Wow, who would have guessed? Anyway, here's the amazing reaction Crowder had to Sam Cedar.
Choices to make an informed and rational decision. So where do you think that I'm wrong on that?
Steven, do you know that the Spartans are like practice man love with children?
Oh, geez. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. What did I tell you? He was going to do anything he could to avoid. Oh, there he is. Oh no, Sam Cedar. What a fucking nightmare. I hate Sam. You got it. I hope you have a wonderful highlight reel.
Hold on. Let me just make one point.
Hope you enjoy Politicon.
Hold on, let me make one point, Steven.
Take it easy.
Steven, don't bail. Don't bail, you coward.
Hey, Sam, one thing before I go. Can you take off your glasses?
Hold on.
One thing before I go. Can you take off your glasses? I just want to see if you take them off, if you have the Velveteen Rabbit buttons. That's the only thing I'm curious about. It's the only interesting part about it.
Or if there's a soul. Let's debate.
Take off the glasses.
Let's debate, Steven.
Don't hide behind the glasses.
Don't say
let's debate, Ethan. You've lost
coward. Debate the issues. What does it matter who you debate, coward?
All right, good. You guys are good. Thank you.
Coward.
Won't even take off the glasses.
I was right.
All right, yeah, you can
You run away twice. Cold feet again.
Come on, Steven.
It's really funny. I didn't know that Steven Crowder, someone from Arthur, yes, that Arthur show, was so scared of a guy from Bob's Burgers. Come on, this was pathetic.
Adding nothing new to the table is not what can be considered by any stretch of the imagination content. Yet Creeper has a base. This is because this method of topic commentary is proven to get easy growth. An example of topic commentary making easy growth is Harley TBS, someone Creeper is clearly fond of or inspired by, as Creeper decides to shill for Harley every chance he gets.
I really don't have much more to add on to this, except go watch Harley TBS's video on this.
If you would like to go into more detail of stuff like this, I recommend you check out Harley TBS's videos. I'll have them linked in the description.
Antunes retweeted a meme about me on Twitter. Antunes, if you're watching this, hi. Wow, it's weird. And apparently I'm among a YouTuber, Just Stop, and the cool dude known as Harley TBS. It's weird. I'm friends with Harley on Discord. We have each other added. He is such a chill guy. I love you, Harley. You're a lovely fella.
This will be expanded upon later in the ego section. Now, Harley, in the same vein as Creeper, is a topic commentator and also preaches the popular opinion. The difference is Harley has a longer runtime per video and takes their time developing the video, whereas Creeper spends hardly any time on the topic and preaches the popular opinion as quickly as possible. Sometimes you don't even get his take on the subject matter, or you might get really unlucky and get TikToks making points for him. I'm not kidding, that's an actual thing that Creeper did.
Now, why on earth would Stan Lee be disappointed in this? Would he be disappointed that an entirely new character was made, explicitly inspired by the already existing Captain Americas? So, like, he's not replacing the old ones. He's not even a new Captain America. He's inspired by them. So he's not taking up the mantle for himself. Or are you saying that Stan Lee would be disappointed that a Hispanic gay character now exists in his comics? Because, newsflash for you, Stan's been around and working with Marvel since the 40s. That means he has seen almost 80 years of new characters in his comics. And he has gone on record multiple times saying that he loves the characters that bring new people in. That's what Aaron Fisher is, a new character bringing people in. But you know what? I think you're actually right. Stan Lee would be disappointed. He'd be disappointed in people like you.
Creeper also utilized his content and his platform to strike back at any criticism he gets. If he doesn't make a video response, he'll typically make a community post about someone making a video on him, basically pointing out a nice target for a dislike bomb, not understanding that both dislikes and likes push a video further into the algorithm. This is also a case of Creeper's denial, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Regardless, Creeper's content has gained slight traction. It isn't enough to prove that doing the bare minimum of content creation can work though. Now, while this isn't every single video on Creeper's channel, this has become the current quality standard. Yet this low effort standard is seemingly working for him in the now. This idea of making videos with a formula of spending 20 seconds on the intro, 30 seconds on the topic, and a minute regurgitating the popular opinion, the following minute is either a meme or his outro, should work perfectly in Creeper's fate. Well, I mean, he got 22k views in one of his Gypsy Crusader videos, right? That's gotta count for something, right? I guess his formula of content creation doesn't work that well, so why is he still going? Probably because he has 1k subs and a few hit videos despite the low quality. But that success is driving him even if it is only affected by a few of the topics he's covered. This can indicate one thing. Creeper's ego. Creeper has built an ego for himself, with a following like his based on making videos quick and easy, which gains him a following. It's no wonder he has an ego. The first piece of evidence to support the idea he has an egotistical view of himself and his videos is in his video entitled Antoon Senpai Noticed Me, one of the many episodes in his long-running series hounding on Antoons for quick, easy views and adding nothing new to the table. This video mentions how Antoons called him out and he finds it funny. Never mind the fact that Antoons merely retweeted a meme making fun of Creeper and portrayed him as taking the spotlight away from Harley Tiny Ball Syndrome. So he takes the tweet out of context despite it literally being on screen.
Guys, it finally happened. Antoons noticed me on Twitter. Ooh, oh, this is so funny. Antoons retweeted a meme about me on Twitter. Antoons, if you're watching this, hi. Wow, it's weird. And apparently, I'm among a YouTuber, Just Stop, and the cool dude known as Harley TBS. It's weird. I'm friends with Harley on Discord. We have each other added. He is such a chill guy. I love you, Harley. You're a lovely fella. And Just Stop is my favorite commentator. He's a great channel. Can't wait for his next video because I always want a new video. All we need for him to do is Ninjago review again. As we all know, I used to do Ninjago review, and it's coming back soon. Seriously, it's just weird to think that Antoons noticed me. Antoon Senpai noticed me. I'm using this stuff ironically. It's still weird to think that Antoons knows. But hey!
That was his mistake!
Honestly, I just don't know what to think. Weird. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Creeper out!
He also takes this time to shill for Harley and Just Stop, proving he can't stop cucking for his inspirations. The video literally can be boiled down to Creeper gloating for 30 seconds that he got noticed by Antoon Senpai, something anyone could just not make a video on and actually put the time towards, quality content. But it is what it is. Now, this is merely the tip of the iceberg. Let's take a look at his antics on Discord. We can start with how he runs his server. So, the events within the server in this segment are not within Creeper's current server, it is in his old server. Apparently, the old server was deleted because of a Discord raid. Probably some trolls trying to fuck with him again. I don't really know, but do bear in mind that the events that transpired were from Creeper's old server, so you won't be able to see it in the current server because, well, it's a completely different server. A very interesting place to be at, it seems. A place I like to call the Banning Grounds. A place where one can simply state the American Civil War was fought based on the idea of classism. Banned. Call Creeper unbased. Yes, unbased. Banned. Hell, you can just be like me who got banned out of nowhere and ask in a video's comment section the reason why. Then proceed never to get an answer. I guess my Deviant Crow video might have been a reason. The unjust banning has no real reasoning behind it, and it's clearly a part of the mentality of how dare you criticize the supreme leader of the communist regime of creepers, adding fuel to the fires of Creeper's ego. While we are on the topic of Discord, let's go over these screenshots here. Call Me Nil, who used to be chill with Creeper, was removed as a friend on Discord. Why? Because he associates with Akumu, of course. Why, how dare someone holds a differing view of another person? How dare you have friends? And before somebody says, well, he shouldn't be associating with Akumu because he's transphobic. Even if Akumu was transphobic, that doesn't mean people shouldn't talk to him. There are plenty of people every day that have a bigoted viewpoint about something that we must work with or be around on a day-to-day basis. Even in the commentary community, where we have people like Kai Weiss, Omnia, and Dan Stein. On top of the oddball choice, Nil had rejoined Creeper's server, where he proceeded to do absolutely nothing for 3 minutes before getting up friends because they are friendly and associate with people he disagrees with. A big sign of egotism. Throwing away people you disagree with. Now, on the topic of the superficial stuff, let's talk about how Creeper gets his ego stroked by other YouTubers. As mentioned earlier, Creeper is a major supporter of Harley TBS, and both are on each other's servers, which explains why Creeper sucks off Harley every so often in his videos. But it's not simply Harley. In fact, Creeper will start taking a liking to people if on the rare chance they give him attention. Enter Just a Robot, who Creeper referred to as a racist, homophobe, etc, 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 back on December 28th of 2020.
Well, what's the context? Did he say it in a song? Did he call someone it? Or did he just say it? Why is it bad when only white people say it?
Well, Jar, actually, no one who's not black should say the word.
If he was Asian, would it be okay? If he was black, I know it certainly would be okay. The only time I remember him saying it was when he said, say nigger.
Well, that was bad, but you could at least make the argument, well, he was quoting someone. Well, I personally am of the opinion, just say N-word, don't say the actual word. But you could make that argument, although that is a stupid argument.
But even then, that was to make fun of a white girl. Oh, so your thumbnail maker is either a racist white person or a coon-ass nigger, according to you.
How did you think that was okay? How did you think that was okay? That is a genuine question. That is a genuine gosh dang question. There's no excuse for that, and that's just disgusting.
However, not too long after, Jar made his response video to the CC as a whole, which Creeper covered, and later made an apology to Jar, while still standing by what he said in the video.
Yeah, so it's a bad video. I trusted too much of Luke, and honestly, it just came from a place of emotion, and it's bad. I was just in a weird place where I was constantly being harassed and let my feelings get out of whack. That's not okay.
and I hate the video. I will say the one thing I don't dislike about the video is the gameplay in the background. Yeah, so please stop watching that video. I'm gonna keep it up just for transparency reasons. Luke treated me nice. I thought I could trust him. This has happened before. But, yeah, so I learned my lesson. Yeah, there's nothing much more. It was just a bad video. I will say I still find the jokes stupid. Most of the stuff I covered I still find stupid, but I don't really care. I will say I still just don't like the gay joke, but hey, it's everyone's personal opinion. I just didn't find it funny. It's everyone's opinion on whether they find it funny or not.
Now, how does this bleed into attention? Well, take a look at this comment chain from Akumu's Content Nagasaki on Communist Crust Sock. Creeper reveals he talked to Jar and miraculously changed his opinion on Jar. While people's opinions can change, it takes a lot more than one conversation for somebody's views to change. As someone who used to be anti-Akumu, I can attest to this. It's more likely Creeper got his rocks off to someone with a higher status talking to him. This would explain the instant shift at the public level. Here are some additional examples of Creeper's ego. His rebuttals on the internet. Here, someone points out Creeper being a topic commentator, nothing too excessive, just a little meme at most. Then Creeper decides to add a very helpful comment. Yes, because not liking topic commentary means you are equivalent to Satan. Creeper also utilizes his community tab to drown out criticism of his editing. I guess breaking your audience's sanity with terrible audio editing and dead air is the quality standard in Creeper's eyes. Or how about what you're doing now where there's no space whatsoever, because doing the complete opposite means it's automatically fixed, right? This will be elaborated on later, as Creeper takes one of his critics in one of the worst ways possible when talking about his editing. If Creeper isn't on his community tab preaching and bickering, he posts videos covering his face such as this.
Hey guys, this is what I look like. I told you I was a lizard. The whole time.
This video is now unavailable, as after finding this, Akumu made a comment saying to Creeper, "Kinda chunky, huh?" And I have a screenshot of Akumu admitting to it. One of Creeper's most used ways of deflecting criticism to fuel his massive and yet highly fragile ego is his use of buzzwords. Exhibit A, transphobe. When Akumu made a video covering Communist Crust Sock, Creeper's main counter was to simply post this community post on Akumu, calling him transphobic because he simply has a different viewpoint from the societal norms, choosing to take up the biological aspect over gender identity. While that in it of itself can be a dick move, it's not inherently transphobic. Creeper, being Creeper, doesn't give a flying fuck. An additional buzzword used commonly by Creeper is the term Nazi. Pretty much anyone with differing views on, well, anything. You are, in Creeper's eyes, a Nazi. Here's a clip from the content carcass on Icy Dreams.
The worst part about this video was how he basically said, if you do not like Gypsy Crusader, you're sensitive.
Are you deaf? Are you autistic? Are you fucking stupid? I never even said that. You're fucking stupid, dude. You're fucking sensitive. It's funny because he took a clip from me saying, oh yeah, you're fucking stupid, dude. You're fucking sensitive. And doesn't even show the full fucking video, just taking it out of context. And he literally turns on the fucking dislike. Like, you're gonna give your opinion. We gave our opinion by disliking or liking the video. You got more dislikes because people disagreed with you. Like, you're fucking stupid, dude. You're fucking sensitive.
That sounds like calling someone sensitive for not supporting a Nazi to me.
Such a comeback. Never mind the fact Icy Dreams is a known troll that has been there solely to fuck with Creeper, because that's what trolls do. To top this all off, Creeper even made a community post about criticism. Like any of these apply to Creeper's critics at large. Not everybody spams slurs, not everybody is a homophobe, not everyone is a bigot or a baby whining. Yet Creeper lumps everyone into this category to avoid criticism and say that no actual criticism exists. Another example of Creeper's ego can be seen in how he handles his critics. An example of this is his comment chain in Gamer's video on him. Carrick in his video pointed out that Creeper's guest speaker had coughed at the beginning of his segment, or as Carrick would call it in his video, an asthma attack.
Alright, so after Communist Creeper uninterestedly blabbled on for a bit more, we get to hear from his friend Mike.
Hello, Creepers.
What another brilliant introduction. Creeper, is it that hard to cut out Mike's asthma attack?
Creeper simply pulls an Uno reverse card on Carrick, saying his music was way too loud, so he couldn't hear what was going on. This coming from the same content creator that has a $10 microphone and plays the same song over and over again in his videos at the same volume as his voice. And that's not the first time Creeper goes into the comment section of his critics' videos and flexes his fragile yet massive ego. The typical response for criticizing Creeper is a simple sentence. You are mom. I suppose Creeper thinks that criticism is a roast battle. Ironically enough, Creeper used this same Uno reverse card on Carrick in a community post when Carrick made a shit post on Creeper. Because, unsurprisingly, Creeper can't take criticism. He's basically beginning to become shit post material, quite like the good little commie bastard he is. This epic gamer know you moment continues in a comment chain, once again pointing out the mic. Such epic gamer moments on Creeper's part. I'm sure this bigoted Nazi homophobe wasn't giving a valid criticism here about, you know, his mic at all. I'm sure that's not the case. God forbid somebody points out a shitty mic on the internet. Despite the growing number of videos that criticize him, Creeper refuses to listen to these videos, no matter who they are from or what the context is. In the case of one of Creeper's critics, Icy Dreams, Creeper had this to say at the end of his video.
Of course, he uses autism as an insult because he's little small brain. So guys, that is really it responding to this horrible video. Sad part about Icy Dreams is that he has had more videos made on him than I had, and he has less subs than me.
And it didn't stop at this video. It continued with Creeper's second content nuke on Icy.
Why, apparently he found it funny. Of course, he uses autism as an insult because
you're fucking autistic.
Except I'm not. My disabilities are in the flesh, not in the mind. But I could easily see that you are.
Now this actually leads into my next segment. Creeper's denial. Creeper has a massive sense of denial. The idea that Creeper could do no wrong or no harm. One of the best examples of this is denying the fact he blocks comments. Going back to Gamer, Carrick was shadow banned on Creeper's channel. His comments were gone, leaving no trace of Carrick in his comments. When confronted with this on Discord via DMs, Creeper makes the claim that he just removes bigots from his comment section. Carrick brings up a screenshot of his removed comment and asks how it's bigoted. Creeper then says he didn't see the comment and blocked Carrick on Discord. Carrick merely criticized Creeper for his topic commentary style and gets blocked, and Creeper uses the old TMOS boss excuse of, if you don't like my content, don't watch it, which apparently is a good excuse in Creeper's eyes for deflecting criticism. One example of this stems from a drama he had with other YouTubers in the CC. We can start with Icy Dreams, who Creeper feuded with over his video entitled Gypsy Crusader is Funny. Now, Creeper being Creeper muddies the water, saying that Icy outright supports Gypsy Crusader, which Icy never states. He states rather that he merely finds Gypsy Crusader funny. You'll notice through this video that Communist Crustsock decided to strawman Icy in his video. Now this situation would eventually spiral out of control to the point when Creeper made Content Carcass Icy is Lazy, a 5-degree commentary chain. Oh, god damn it! Apparently Creeper thinks that him having the final word means he wins instantaneously. This will give a light coverage of to demonstrate Creeper's denial.
Call me when you want, call me when you need.
video he made.
So a possible fan of Icy Dreams just constantly messaged me saying the N-word and stuff because, you know, Icy Dreams is probably a moron and racist.
It's amazing how you use a fake screenshot. You know how I know it's fake? Because I was asleep the time it was done. I literally have evidence saying that I was going to bed. And don't pretend you care about slurs. You've used the N-word multiple times and you even used it in this video, so don't act like you care all of a sudden.
You utilize the moment to say that Icy said the hard R despite being white, and that he's a hypocrite for calling you out. This is case 1 of denial, in his video alone. The irony of the situation is that Icy had the screenshot made specifically to fuck with Creeper because Icy is a known troll, yet instead of calling it like it is, Creeper takes the situation seriously. This, ironically enough, can tie back into his ego.
Do we really need all these big YouTubers when they do all the same content and repetitive and aren't original? At this point, I'm sick of Dream and his content.
Even though I do agree that Dream's content is unoriginal, it's the same stuff, Minecraft YouTubers copy everything, you did the same stuff, you literally made topic commentary.
Did you even watch the video? I said big YouTubers! I have 1K! I'm not a big channel, you brain dead moron!
Commentary, and most of your videos have been done by everyone else, so I don't know how the fuck you can call people unoriginal. When you copy everyone, you add less information, and you literally do every video that every topic commentator does. You're not original.
Ah yes, because you make such original content. Get off your high horse. No wonder your parents never loved you. And once again, I said big YouTuber. Neither of us are big. You have like 700 subs, I have 1K. Neither are big, you moron.
Aside from the obvious sense of superiority we see out of Creeper from this segment, Creeper's defense is simply, I said big YouTubers, you moron, as if size matters in this situation. Completely avoid the point Icy was trying to make, though he kept in the your parents never loved you line that makes you look so aggressive.
Not at all.
Pretty sure that content nukes are supposed to be longer than 6 minutes long?
Pretty funny that you say that considering your video was only 9 minutes long, and a lot of content nukes are nearly an hour or 20 minutes. I don't know what the fuck you're on about.
So you proved my point. The whole point I was trying to make is that content nukes are supposed to end someone's career. You just went over 3 videos and whined like a little baby.
It doesn't matter how long the content nuke is, as long as you get your point across.
Which you didn't.
Creeper denies the point that Icy made yet again. Icy once again pointed out hypocrisy, this time over the length of Creeper's videos not meeting the length of a typical content nuke. Creeper treats this like a comeback, which no it's not. This denial of his hypocrisy is very fucking stupid, and it becomes blatant that the criticism will not reach you. Every point so far has essentially been answered with no you.
I'm about to drop a 4th video on this trick. Wow, you really got desperate. And I'm coming from a person that makes topic commentary, responds to everyone, makes videos on Prison Mate Luke, Dream, Fall Guys, Fortnite, that vegan teacher. How the fuck do you call people desperate when you leech off everything?
I call them desperate because they can't get any views unless they talk about me. With the Prison Mate Luke drama, I was basically directly a part of it. So that's why I made so many videos on him. Not to mention, the first one came out in August. With the Dream, one of them's an iceberg, one of them's me pretending to be a stan on Twitter, and the rest are spaced out except for the ones in early January because I had nothing to cover. With the vegan teacher videos, the first one came out in October and only 2 at that time were actually made in this year. But now I'm doing an experiment with the algorithm, which this video is a part of. With the Fall Guys videos, those happened from August to September, and I just wanted to get a crown, which I still have not earned. And really, what's with the example of Fortnite? Those videos happened on a period of a year, and they were all spread out, and I just did them because I enjoy the game, and I have a Fortnite video in the works.
Not the point Icy is making. The point is, you jump on the popular subject matter. Videos being spread out over the course of months or years doesn't mean that you should stay on your high horse, commie boy. Creeper is and will most likely always be topic commentary. Not to mention you made a video about there being a gay Captain America and why people dislike it. You've made several videos on Antunes, Stone Toss, and Gypsy Crusader. You jumped on the Super Straight bandwagon to preach about how quote-unquote transphobic it is. Icy really isn't far off on his point.
He made a video saying that vegan teacher got banned for a whole minute or something.
Correct. One of my videos literally was me saying how the vegan teacher got banned for a minute because sometimes I do simple, just quick news videos.
Your entire fucking fanbase would already know that vegan teacher got banned. There's no need to make a 1-minute video. You add nothing new to your fucking videos. There's no point.
You can't cover a topic because some people might know it already.
Icy brings criticism to the table, and Creeper throws it out. There is nothing wrong with the criticism. Icy merely points out you bring nothing to the table with your content, which, by the way, isn't an uncommon critique, but I guess it's better to just demonize the argument and deny it.
Hey everyone, Creeper here.
Why do you do that? You didn't even speak for like 2 seconds.
That was literally just an editing error.
Just because it's an editing error doesn't mean I can't talk about it or call you out on it. And if it's an editing error, why do you do it in pretty much all your fucking videos?
It's probably the same reason why you have a horrible voice in your videos. I just didn't notice.
So instead of taking the criticism, you call out Icy's voice. Not only does it show ego, but denial. Because Creeper's editing is apparently as bad as a lisp. Spoiler alert, Icy's voice is better. Also, Icy's voice isn't an excuse to have dog shit editing. Though I'd imagine Creeper would just flat out deny this point as well by pointing out my voice too.
The worst part about this video was how he basically said if you do not like Gypsy Crusader, you're sensitive.
Are you deaf? Are you autistic? Are you fucking stupid? I never even said that. You're fucking stupid, dude. You're fucking sensitive. It's funny because he took a clip from me saying, oh yeah, you're fucking stupid, dude. You're fucking sensitive. And doesn't even show the full fucking video, just taking it out of context. And he literally turns on the fucking dislikes. Like, you're gonna give your opinion. We gave our opinion by disliking or liking the video. You got more dislikes because people disagreed with you. Like, you're fucking stupid, dude. You're fucking sensitive.
That sounds like calling someone sensitive for not supporting a Nazi to me.
Dude, what?
Creeper calling Icy Dreams a Nazi because he doesn't have an actual counterpoint, believing calling him a Nazi, a buzzword, would solve his problems, and subsequently denying criticism. 2021. Colorized.
Actually listen to what I have to say and watch your video properly. You wouldn't have to make a video, you fucking idiot.
People should give reactions to Gypsy Crusader because he's literally just calling them slurs and harassing them.
I never said you couldn't, I only said what I said because there's no point in you making a video if you're just gonna fucking lie the entire time.
You know what's actually lying? Pretending not to defend a Nazi while you defend a Nazi and have Nazi symbols in your Discord and your profile picture.
Never mind the fact that Icy Dreams is a troll and has been public about it. Creeper legitimately believes Icy was a Nazi, even though Icy himself confirmed he used Nazi symbolism to fuck with Creeper. But I guess doing a little bit of trolling makes you a Hitler simp.
They killed over 100 million people. Everyone's saying, oh yeah, you're a Nazi, you're supporting a Nazi. Your fucking people are way worse, and don't tell me they're not. Probably worse or pretty much the same.
You are spreading blatant misinformation. The Americans sided with the Soviets.
The Americans fought with the Nazis and the Soviets. I don't see what your fucking point is. And how the fuck were the Soviets better when they killed 100 million people?
You're the one who first compared communists and Nazis. The point I was trying to make is that Nazis directly call for the deaths of others, while communist in itself does not. Now, Stalinists and Maoists do. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about communism as a whole. Communism does not directly call for the deaths of others. That was the point I was trying to make. And it's funny how the screenshot you shows doesn't even say communism. It says communist regimes, you moron.
Allosaurus had never seen such bullshit before.
Here's Marx in an 1848 newspaper article. There is only one way in which the murderous death agonies of the old society and the bloody birth throes of the new society can be shortened, simplified, and concentrated and that way is revolutionary terror. Karl Marx has called that communism can only be attained through violence. As one of the passages of the Communist Manifesto reads, "The communists disdain for conceal their views and aims. They openly declare that their ends can be attained only by forcible overthrow of all existing social conditions. The proletariats have nothing to lose but their chains. They have a world to win." To say communism doesn't call for the deaths of others is factually untrue, at least from the perspective of the traditional Marxist-Leninist perspective. There are other subsects of communism and how they can be achieved, but the go-to of Marxist-Leninism, well, there you go. With quotes like these, Creeper will flat out deny that his own ideology calls for the deaths of others to one-up a supposed Nazi.
Compared to 25, that's like fucking 4 times the amount of people, you fucking dumbass.
Communism did not cause that. Communists did. If you actually paid attention to what you were reading, it said communist regimes, which in itself doesn't make sense as communism calls for no state. So if anything, these were authoritarian socialist regimes.
Creeper, by that logic, Nazism didn't cause 25 million deaths. Nazis did. Nazi regimes did it, not Nazism. Also, I like how Creeper says because communism calls for no state, the communist nations of the world are therefore socialist authoritarian states, which, Creeper, if you didn't know this, allow me to show you this. Communism is a variation of social authoritarianism. Not to mention, a lot of authoritarian regimes find their roots in Marxism to some extent, and the utopia that Marx calls for that has no state cannot be obtained. Like that in and of itself is anarchism. At this point, Creeper's denial becomes quite contradictory, so I apologize to those who lost brain cells over this commie bastard. This concludes the covering of the content carcass, but it isn't the end of the denial segment. Now, to cover a small drama Communist Creeper was in between commentators Kumo-san, Kiwi, Wheatonly, and Saturdays. For context, all of these people have criticized Creeper for a multitude of reasons, whether it be his content creation, his topic commentary style, or just overall telling him to curb his ego. Then things escalated when Communist Creeper made a video entitled "Stop Making Rule 34 of Me."
Hey everyone, Creeper here. Today we're talking about something that I don't want to talk about, but I'm going to. So, a lot of people have decided that it would be cool to draw the Rule 34 of me. If you don't know what that means, it's basically, you can see what I'm going there with. The stuff is just disgusting. There's stuff of me being sexually assaulted, me giving sexual favors. It's disgusting stuff. And the people who are doing this are trying to defend it. They're saying that it's okay because it's my persona. The thing is, my persona represents me, and not to mention, my persona is also underage, just like myself. So it would be considered lolly if you go by that logic. You should never draw porn of anyone who is a real person, especially when they're underage. Doing it to anyone at all is disgusting. If you generally do this to people, you need to get a life. The fact that people think that it's okay to do this is just so messed up. Seeing this stuff being done is really mentally draining, and it's very morally draining. It genuinely just makes me feel disgusted, especially when a bunch of it is me being cruelly assaulted. It's disgusting behavior. And the worst thing is, one of them decided to post it onto YouTube, and it's still on YouTube. Obviously, I won't show any screenshots of any of this because it's disgusting. The first time I had porn made of me was in October of 2020. It is an experience that I do not like, and I do not enjoy, especially the fact that I'm underage. And if you do this, you're just a disgusting degenerate. I don't know how you can do this and think it was okay. There's really nothing more to say. I just wanted to get this off my chest. It's been bothering me recently. please consider liking and subscribing. Creeper out.
The truth was not as simple as Creeper made it out to be. It turns out the people behind this Rule 34 spree were minors like him. Not only this, but they were fans of Kumo-san and drew the art as a means to troll Creeper to get a massive rise out of him. As much as this form of trolling gives results, I can't deny it's still pretty fucked up. I'll play highlights of the call, but the full video will be linked in the description for your viewing eyes to see. It'll also be linked to give more context to the situation without making the runtime of the current video the average length of a Pondersprocket video or video by the writer.
That is.
Was it unfair of me? Was it unfair of me to do that?
No, but I think there would, if you had more concrete evidence on that, it would be more fair to actually report that.
Well, I didn't use everything. I didn't use everything at my disposal because I was still fucking trying understanding of everything. I had no communication going on whatsoever, aside from a few people that hit me up on Instagram. Because I was completely in the fucking dark because I got falsely reported for sharing child porn, supposedly, allegedly.
Yeah.
Glorifying and promoting harmful content.
No, see,
I've never seen you do anything like that.
But okay, so I was falsely reported. Then what did I deserve, Creeper?
No, I said I haven't seen it, but judging by your rhetoric in your video, I said it's possible.
Now, Creeper at this point in the video starts to blur the lines, and it's common throughout the recorded call. Creeper saying, judging by your rhetoric, it's possible that you promote hateful content. It's a clear cop-out. Creeper just doesn't want to admit to reporting Kumo-san and company. Yet another sign of Creeper's denial. Wonder how that's going for him.
But you've been saying that I deserved it. Hold on. I'm sorry, Cheeto. You've said on a few occasions that I deserved it, right?
You saying that the porn is fine is possibly trustworthy.
Yeah, I think he's saying, like,
that's my own opinion.
I think he was saying
I've only seen 2 other people who deserve to be banned, like 4 other people who deserve to be banned.
I think he was saying if you did share it, from what he's heard from others, then you did deserve it. Now, I wouldn't know that. That's something you two need to talk. And that whole argument about the persona stuff, I don't really understand myself. Again, that's something for you two. I have my own little character, but I'm not, like, I don't put myself in my character's shoes and use him as me, but
I do.
As stated before, this is in reference to the troll art depicting Creeper in Rule 34. Creeper does bring to light that his avatar is a personification of his IRL self, and that IRL self being a minor, Creeper decrees it as drawn cheese pizza. Now, Creeper is not wrong in being upset over this situation. However, he removes the context. The fact was that the people behind the drawings were trolling Creeper. Minors like Creeper, looking to get a rise out of Creeper. These are not drawings meant for the pedo bear. These were meant to fuck with Creeper. While I don't condone this highly extreme method of trolling to say that they were automatically pedophiles, which Creeper refers to them as in his video covering the matter, Creeper's denial of the facts coming into play really well.
I don't think
hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and get back on track, and then we can get back to that.
Yeah.
How, as artists, and how like, especially like I know some people who ran hentai websites before fucking like Funimation and all Sony just started taking shit down, and fucking Pornhub, like before all these sites got taken down. How we classified lolly was these girls had to resemble children. Human children, or it could be of a different species, but if it resembled a child in any manner, that is how we classified lollies. Right? Your little lizard looks more like a rejected Looney Tunes like fucking gremlin. It resembles nothing of a child. So my entire video in the context of that video was me explaining to you why it is wrong for you to to make those misleading statements, because your subscribers are just going to take your word, aren't they?
You mean just like yours? Because that's how it works.
Apparently having a rabid fan base is normal to Creeper. Having a following that follows you no matter what, and blindly believing the content creator without any free thought of their own is not normal. It can be a sign of a toxic fan base. Whether the argument being made here is sound or not, people should be allowed to think for themselves. Yet Creeper denies that people are able to think for themselves. Ironically, this feeds into his ego as well.
Well, I mean, I never shared any misleading information.
Yes, you have. So that's a blank.
Okay, what? Please specify.
Can we have an example? I don't know, have you seen your, like, literally last 2 videos which spread misinformation and lies?
Wait, so you
Could
say
you specify?
misinformation, yet you don't know what
Literally you saying
You
that
won't
I got you
specify.
banned. You ever think about that?
You're responsible for it. Okay, either way, you are responsible for the false spam reports. Whether it was a radical stalker fan or not, you were still responsible.
I have only told people to report one thing before. And that was a video.
Responsible. Whether you want to take accountability for it or not is completely up to you. Everyone here agrees that you are responsible. Whether my claims about your little KGB gay dick riding group spies were true or not. Okay, your hellhounds, I don't even know what the fuck that's about. I've just had people telling me that you have spies and shit, and they're called your hellhounds, and I just called them your KGB, communist joke. No. So, whether you want to take accountability for it or not, the fact of the matter is that you're responsible. I'm not even being oblivious.
No.
I'm not even lying. You're responsible. Fucking Cheeto here even told me that. He even verbally expressed he agrees with me that you're responsible.
That's all the evidence you need.
Literally, every point here is either thrown aside or outright ignored. Kumo-san again brings valid arguments to the table, and Creeper does not even acknowledge any points whatsoever. Again, I don't agree with Kumo-san. I still think that R34 trolling is way too much. However, that doesn't mean that Creeper has the right to call the minors who trolled pedophiles, flag Kumo-san and crew over it, and deny accountability. Also, in what way is Kumo-san lying?
Whether you make it a whole fucking fursona and you put lore behind it, I'm giving you the cold hard facts. This is how we class. I draw fucking porn, dude. The cold hard facts are these images do not represent children. Whether you put lore behind it or what. If you put lore behind it and we just have to take your word that it's lolly because you put lore behind it.
It represents.
No. Whether it represents because you say it represents or not, let me finish here. If we went by that logic just to make you feel better, people who draw fucking lolly and then say, well, she's not a child, she's actually a fucking 3,000-year-old spider demon vampire from Mars. We would have to accept that from those people. Because that is the same exact logic you're applying. That is
not making up excuses, dumbass. Just pointing out flaws in your argument. Again, whether or not you agree or disagree with Kumo-san isn't the point. The point is that Creeper shouldn't jump the gun and call people pedophiles when they were fucking with him, and have been stated fucking with him. Creeper dances around this point quite a lot in this call, as you can tell.
You are the imposter! You are the imposter!
You can feel disgusted, like this isn't nice, this isn't cool, but it is not. These people are not fucking sick. On top of that, these people drawing this shit of Creeper were minors. They were in my server.
So,
the people that drew this shit were minors. They are not pedophiles.
No one has said that. We have never argued.
You are misconstruing it.
If we said you were
lying to make yourself look better.
If we said we're lying CPN.
How am I blatantly lying to make myself look better?
Because I never said that, and you're just lying to say that you did. That I did.
You said that it was.
That's not the only point I have.
I called them degenerates because they are.
Oh, goodness, I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm allergic to
Bullshit.
Yes. Minors trolling on the internet are automatically degenerates, and clearly not just kids who know no better about their actions. Also, by Creeper calling them degenerates, the people will still see them and believe them to be pedophiles, as the context given by Creeper alone in his video dictates they were degen sexualizing him in Rule 34. Creeper, specifically his character, is a minor, doesn't help his case either, and never once did Creeper specify that he's not calling these minors pedophiles. This will make it look as though grown humans are sexualizing him and not retarded children trolling the fuck out of him. Now, this next segment covers in more depth Creeper's issues over the call, as Wheaton Lee had been recording the call and continued to up till Creeper left the VC. In it, Creeper and his friend Dodge Caliber force a form of pseudo-legalities onto his other party.
I think, Whitley, are you recording still? I think you're recording, aren't you? You said you would.
Isn't this actually, dude, if he's recording without consent, that is technically...
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
You're recording? Yeah,
Shut the fuck up.
You're
I consent to it. I consent to it.
You consent to it, not if not everyone consents to
I
it.
don't give a fuck.
No
How do my right nuts taste, Dodge? Shut the fuck up. We're all creators in here. Suck it up.
Very good point. Very good point.
Very good point, Creeper says in reference to Dodge here. This will be elaborated on later.
We're all fucking
Okay,
creators
if
in
you're
here.
not gonna share, that's something different. But if
We're
you're
a public
We're
Discord
all
call.
creators in here.
This isn't
Grow the fuck up and get some integrity.
This isn't public. There's not public people in
You
here.
literally had people joining servers. You had people joining servers to screenshot shit.
It's
Don't
not
talk
wrong.
to me about fucking privacy, dude.
Now here's where the cold hard facts come in. Fact of the matter is that Creeper knew going into the call it was going to be recorded. He was told by Kumo-san himself that the VC was going to be recorded.
So number one, the whole thing about the two-party consent and the one-party consent states, this segment was cleared up because of a number of things. 1. Only 2 people in the entire call lived in a two-party consent state. 2. Creeper is a minor and he's not capable of taking legal action. But that was just me humoring Creeper's justification for the false flagging that is actually illegal. It's actually baffling that you brought this one up, because we had already made it abundantly clear to Creeper that the call would potentially be public. So by joining the call after being given this information, he has already consented. Another fun fact that I'll go ahead and point out for you is even after expressing his distaste with our choice to record the call, Creeper stayed and even joined back in the call after acknowledging that he was being recorded. The only reason that this became a big issue is that this footage actually embarrassed Creeper.
And here are the receipts for said claim where Creeper is told flat out about the recording. So the pseudo-legalities on Creeper and Dodge's end is null and void, seeing as legally speaking everything is handled in proper fashion.
Sus.
Go on.
Creeper, you're kind of in the wrong right now. I can't deny it.
I had literally done nothing except defend myself from
Creeper.
like,
I know I'm not
was
supposed to
made.
talk right now, but everyone just fucking listen to me. I've made mistakes too, but guess what? I own up to it, and I'm responsible for it. That's how I have these friends right now, like Kumo. I don't think you understand this. We don't have ill will to, well, I do because of some other things, but he doesn't care about you. The only reason he's even talking about you is because you're genuinely in the wrong. The people that are saying neutral are even saying, yeah, you're kind of in the wrong for this. Can you either not just comprehend it? Are you oblivious to it? Or are you just trying to dig yourself out of this major hole you've dug yourself?
Creeper, do you know why Glizzy and fucking Blaze here are in this call with me and we're fucking like civil with each other? And I guess I could describe it as friendly. Do you know why?
Because you guys stand for nothing and just want to get the upper hand.
After specifying that Creeper is in a call filled to the brim with neutral parties, Creeper makes the possibly most egotistical statement in this call, subsequently denying the critique he's getting and denying the fact that neutral parties exist that just want to end the situation.
What the
Okay,
fuck? No.
okay, buddy. All right,
Hold
all right.
on.
Stop. Hold on. Put the social justice on pause, and I'll give you the actual
No,
reason.
I know. You stand for nothing.
They are.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna.
They-
I'm gonna interject here.
Hold on,
Can I interject?
guys. Let me talk. I got
Alright,
this. I
everyone
got
mute so Kumo can fucking talk. That's
Hey.
why, just like everyone else, they team up and they attack. Because you want to look like you're winning.
Creeper, trying to say that the other side is purposely trying to make themselves look better because they take issue with Creeper's actions and the way he handles situations. 2021, colorized.
You are the imposter! You are the imposter!
I'm taking like a 2-week break right now. Like I have another week and then I'll start uploading again.
Yeah, I understand. Like you guys are dumb kids. I'm probably the oldest one in here. I'm fucking 17. I have to keep reminding myself that fucking Wheatonly and Gazzy here are fucking. They still make poop jokes. You know.
I'm fucking 14. I'm probably the youngest here.
I have to remind myself that every day. But we are commentators, and we are to keep a certain level of integrity and dignity, and you have not done that, Creeper.
Well, exception to me, I'm a gaming channel, but you know.
See, from what I've seen from you, you've shown no dignity on your videos. You have done nothing but lie, and then even say you don't need evidence.
Again with the baseless claims made by communist Krusok. The fact that Creeper says this after he is told that as commentators, we are all to uphold dignity is pretty fucking hilarious.
So you don't need evidence, and then you complain.
Prove that I lied. Prove that I
And my
lied,
newer
please.
video, because that's the only.
I proved that you were lying. Can you prove that I lied?
Nope, I wasn't. No, see, but just by that, you were lying
I
because
made
I
a
didn't
fucking.
lie once.
Even though the entire point of the call was to talk about the false allegations Creeper put onto children that have catastrophic consequences to their lives, yet another piece of denial Creeper places upon his track record for the masses to see.
I made a 15-minute video proving that you were lying in your response. Could you go ahead and could you show me the
I
same
saw that,
respect?
and you made little stupid points like, "Oh, the message is edited, therefore it's completely fake."
No,
You
I
shouldn't be
pointed
talking,
that
none
out.
of your
I
videos
pointed
reach
that
5
out
minutes.
so people. I pointed that out because it did look.
The message is edited because I misspelled 4.
Okay. However, I pointed it out. I didn't make it.
pointed out a
It was
useless
not a
information to make
point.
it look
I pointed it
untrustworthy.
out. It was not an argument. I
You
just said it
pointed out
looks.
useless
I made an
information.
observation. I made an
You
observation,
pointed out
Creeper.
useless information to make
Creeper,
your point
I
look
made
better.
an observation
Here,
because
calm down.
at the Creeper at the time, you had already contradicted yourself.
You mean I didn't bring it public, and then I did bring it public, and then you decided to show.
And
the
that's
screenshot
another
backwards.
contradiction. And that's another contradiction. In your first community post, you said that he wanted to remain anonymous, but at the start of him admitting that at the start of him
I've already
admitting
said
in your
that I
quote-unquote
misread
proof, he said.
I literally
You
said that
didn't say
earlier.
that in a community post.
I literally said that earlier to you.
All right, so then I wasn't lying.
You literally put the information backwards to make it look contradictory.
There is a massive reason why I go out of my way in this video to refer to Creeper in the third person. That reason being his flat out denial of any kind of criticism in the slightest. And at this point, I think you understand what I'm getting at, so I'll stop this here. I implore you to check out the full call as it delves into the specifics of the drama with Creeper. And there is even more of Creeper's denial, though if I were to cover it all, we'd be here all day. Now with Creeper's denial came no video covering the call. He'd make a few comments here and there, but at the end of the day, Creeper goes back to making topic commentaries as per usual. He ignores the issues at the end of the day, like every piece of criticism has shown before. Every video made that comes out as a critique is ignored, or if he gets really petty about it, throw it in his community page and complain about it. Or if it's begged of him enough, he will do the complete opposite, which isn't helpful either. This brings us to my final statement. The conclusion. Content creation feeds into ego. Ego feeds into denial. Denial feeds back into content creation. It's a cycle with no end in sight, and no plans of the change in the set course. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to put the pieces of this puzzle together. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. However, I am able to showcase my observations here and create this video essay here on Creeper. I don't expect change from Creeper. He's too far gone to accept my criticisms. This is why I target this video out to the general populace. I wish for you to see what I've brought to the table and make your own opinion on the matter. Hopefully I've done my job here today well enough to convey this. This concludes my video. I won't bore you with shameless plugs. If you wish to support me, you know the drill. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
Don't care about feelings, they know. Tell me what you believe in. Hey, so fake mode, sweet mode, say so, fake mode. Facts don't care about your feelings.
I am playing Among Us, and I am the intruder. And I'm psyched. Balls. 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 Balls.